Father, I'm gonna study my notes on the mask, see if I can think of a plan. But if you want to go anywhere, I'm with you. And listen, I'm really sorry about the way I left. You know I've never hurt any of you on purpose.
Well, when you can turn into a bear by accident, I suppose these things can happen.
So, do you forgive me?
Of course, Atreus. We know you meant no harm, lad.
Sindri?
I'm sure I will. Eventually.
Okay. Guess I'll take it.
While we're clearing the air, I hope that I can be forgiven for not doing more when the Hellwalkers attack. Whatever reservations I have about violence, they shouldn't apply when your home is under attack. And certainly not by undead abominations. I reached for a shield instead of a sword. You were right to chide me for that, old friend. The next time the moment calls me...
Well said, Tia. I believe you just might.
I bring stone.
I know that smell. Troll! And here I thought you'd already busted up every single one in the 9 realms before Fimbulwinter. You still owe me the story of who made these things.
Care to join me, Kratos? Have a seat, think about your breathing, try and find stillness in your mind?
No.
Brother, before we check
I'm just
on
gonna
Freya,
keep working on this
is there
till you're ready
any
to head out.
unfinished business in other realms you wanted to take care of? I'm sure the lad would love to help.
Hey, wait! We're with you. Going back to Alfheim?
We still have unfinished business there. There's still that secret elven library in Alfheim.
Hey, Sindri.
So, how was Asgard?
I had a fight with Heimdall in a huge field of mud. It got everywhere.
No wonder you got out of there.
I brought some back if you want to see it.
Get away from me, you reprobate! Wear it with pride.
Now that I've spent time in Asgard, it's strange to imagine Magni and Modi there. Sif raised them both, right? She seems like a good mom. Maybe a little overprotective.
A good mother. Not as if I knew. In a culture as debaucherous as the Aesir, being a paragon of womanhood meant being a fierce fighter and a fiercer drinker. She and Thor seldom knew a moment's sobriety, whether brutally dealing with their enemies or, just as brutally, raising those boys.
What do you mean?
Oh, little brother. I know you didn't have an easy childhood, but you can't fathom how much worse it can get.
Hold. Let us search this area.
Looks like a lot of the sand is cleared up. But there's another storm out that way. I think that means...
Another half-goofer.
Maggie! So, once we free both Hofgufas and end all the storms, then what?
Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing half-goofer. The scars of conflict are woven into the very fabric of the realm. I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alpine. But, well, what's your father always saying in this situation?
Keep your expectations low, and you'll never be disappointed?
Wise words.
Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
We gotta find the right cave. There's the other Hofgufa, under all that hive. There! I see a way in. I wasn't sure before, but I'm glad we're doing this. The sandstorm just feels wrong for Alphon.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Now once we free this other Hofgufa, it'll be a duet. What is this place? It doesn't look like a Dark Elf cave.
An abandoned ancient settlement by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
Blocked.
Yeah? What about from down here? Ew. Guess some of this hive stuff doesn't like it now. Mimir, the last time we were in Alpine, this hive stuff was all over the realm. It looked unnatural. Like it was choking the life out of everything. Even the light itself.
It looked that way because you're not from this realm, lad. To the Dark Elves, the hive is more natural than that faultless, lily-white column in the center of the well. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped Hafgifer for that matter.
You have a point.
I'd like to believe I always do.
Not sure why that works, but I'm glad it does.
Give him what for.
Light orb! Incoming!
Poison! Right flank!
Another light-out! To the left! What are light elves doing down here? Isn't this dark elf territory?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim.
Big Beard did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Oops.
I suspect the corpse below would disagree. Good eye. Let's continue, shall we? Left leg, poison!
Light up on the left! So with two Hofrufus free, are they gonna be able to make more?
Almost certainly. A bittersweet spectacle, considering the cost.
The cost.
Aye. The adult's light fades as they pass it on to their offspring.
Hold on. Are you saying they have to die to have kids?
They don't have to, but the more light they give, the higher the chance of their offspring's survival.
Damn. That's... wow.
It is what parents do.
Really? All parents are supposed to die for their children?
It is what I would do.
Well, here it is. Guess it's time to free it.
You don't seem particularly happy about it, lad.
We're freeing them only for them to die. It doesn't seem fair.
Life seldom is. But their sacrifice will allow their children to thrive. So they will die contented.
Hadn't thought about it like that. If I were one of the children, I wouldn't want them to.
I know, son. But it is the only choice they can make.
Get off him! Nice. That loosened it up a bit. Okay. Guess that's all we can do from down here.
Aye. Back to the surface then.
Let it Oscar! So easy! Start the game! Hey!
You're on fire, Kratos. Double fire.
Behind you!
The pipe.
A what?
It's, for relaxation. You burn leaves and breathe the smoke.
Oh, can I use it?
No. The fate of these creatures. It reminds me of a story.
Yeah?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such power. So the blacksmith used the flame
Mother,
of...
please. It's okay.
What is okay?
You don't have to... Look, I know I get sad about this kind of stuff, but it doesn't mean I won't be okay, you know?
Yes.
So, what happened with the blacksmith?
His daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died, trying to protect her from those who would open it.
You're not gonna have to do that for me.
I know. But I would.
It appears we've overstayed our welcome in Alfheim.
Come on, let's go cut it free.
Whatever my future holds, know this, Atreus. I will always do what is best for your future. Even these two understand that there is little choice for a parent.
So, are they?
This one's all yours, brother.
You know what? Never mind.
Wow, the Song of the Sands. Wow, didn't know I could get misty. It's beautiful.
Thanks, Father, for doing all this. I know it doesn't solve everything, but it feels like we helped.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit Barrens?
Is that Freyr?
It is.
Wow, big statue.
That's odd. The runes are dark.
Why would the elves build a giant statue of Freyr? Didn't they just go back to fighting each other after he left?
Difficult to say without an inscription. But it looks like the elves built this place together, light and dark. Which means this would have been their first act of cooperation in generations. A far cry from lasting peace, but perhaps it served as a monument. One that symbolizes the potential for peace.
This statue may have survived Freya's absence, but a truce clearly did not. Monuments are useless to those who ignore their message.
Couldn't he have just, I don't know, cast a spell or something? Make things better permanently?
There wasn't a spell or enchantment to leave behind. Freya's presence is what mattered. His very godhood is what brought life back to this dying land. Eventually he had to choose. Vanaheim or Alfheim.
Doesn't sound like a tough choice. Vanaheim was his home.
It's never easy to walk away from those who need you.
Monuments are useless. Why are you trying to fix this one?
It was hidden for some time. Perhaps now it can serve as a reminder.
Aye. Nothing reminds people of their history like chiseled, well-lit marble.
Got it. Light inside these crystals.
You're right. Normally we'd have to provide our own. Perhaps slotting a crystal on the opposite side could shed some light on this mystery.
I knew you were going to say that. That? Hey, look down there. That ring of crystal shards is glowing now.
Looks like we can read the inscription now as well.
Light from the crystals. It is in the sand now.
Would you look at that? Freyr's gift endures after all. Or should I say, his presence?
You are not funny.
Do you think there will ever be peace in Alpharn?
Peace is difficult after centuries of conflict. It must be found in its own time. From within, it cannot be forced.
But Mom helped you find peace, right? How are the elves supposed to change if no one shows them the way?
Your mother. She trusted me. Gave me the space to find my own way.
That's a weird place for a lighthouse statue, isn't it?
Aye. Fair bet this is the sanctum Bigveer spoke of in Van Eyck.
Mimir, you were explaining how bad it got for Magni and Modi being raised by Thor and Sif while they were drinking. I want to understand.
Well, imagine learning discipline by having thrashed into it time and again. That was Thor's approach, the same one Odin used on him.
Another time. We must focus.
Carving. Looks like Yari and Selmer were here too.
Another ingredient around here, brother.
Mimir, tell me more of Yari.
After leaving his family, he wandered the realms in search of something unnameable. But in all his wondrous travels, nothing satisfied him. Until he met another wanderer in search of something similar. Unnameable. He was called Somar.
Let us find the final ingredient.
Mimir, can we get back to what you were saying about Magni and Modi's childhood? Or eat them up a lot?
Aye.
Not now.
A dawn bloom, maybe.
Expertly done, as usual. Another sleeping troll, courtesy of the dwarves. It's about waking the trolls with a well, we already figured that out for ourselves, didn't we?
Namir, can we get back to what you were saying about Magni and Modi's childhood? Or beat them up a lot?
Aye. A poisonous notion of manhood passed down through generations. A grim inheritance, leaving all of them the poorer.
Well, Sif doesn't drink anymore. Neither of them do.
I am quietly flabbergasted to hear it.
I get the sense it's more recent for him. But I know he loves his daughter.
I expect that's the explanation. Sif goes straight in hopes that raising a good daughter will redeem their past failures. Thor struggles. Maybe she gives him an ultimatum after some breaking point or other.
Like what he did to Modi that night he found her.
Oh, that's a deft guess, lad. And if that ultimatum worked, well, good for them. Truly.
These are all Light Elf graves. This is weird. Shouldn't they be in the temple?
A fair question.
With no clear answer. Jewelry.
Oh? Put it on one of my horns. Let's see if I can pull it off.
No.
Whoa, the mirror. Look at all these books.
An archive of knowledge.
Don't see any light elves around.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day. And we can browse at our leisure.
These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War. But restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Why would anyone do that?
Many prefer violence than to be challenged by the truth. This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. The console.
Big Deer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text.
Looks like the ancient elves wrote a lot. And none of the light or dark elves have seen any of this? Seems like stuff they'd want to read.
Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word.
Lata Frambog.
Sounds like she wants that journal back.
No.
Field strike!
Eat my tail!
Nasty hit! You all right, brother? Left leg!
She's using the light to heal herself!
Yosalfa. Thought. Megivita. Helga brought him out.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
Our ally wishes to read this journal. We are taking the book.
Gotta admit, didn't think it was gonna end that way.
Last we traveled here, when the Dark Elf King attacked us. The ramifications were dire for his people. We will not make the same mistake twice.
about the oracles of your lads. Would you say they manipulated events? Did they have an agenda?
I do not doubt they held their own interests first. But in my experience, they could be easily fooled by their own prophecies. But we will continue another time.
Brother, the strength! Hurry!
Try hitting it when it's low!
Close in! Attack!
Ah, another of Kvasir's poems.
Mimir, if I met someone I liked, how would I know if they liked me too?
Is there someone?
No. I was just curious. Actually, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Behind you! Look out!
Father? There's something angry back there. Oh! Is that a drake? Time to move! Who was that doing back there?
Your guess is as good as mine. Imprisoning a drake. Can't decide whether to be impressed or horrified.
Either way, it is over now. A token.
Looks like Freyr's carved into it. Maybe it's for good luck, or for use in prayer. That's all of Freyr's tributes, I'd wager. Could fetch a hefty sum with our dwarven partners. Lad, am I right in getting the sense you've actually gotten to know Thor's daughter somewhat?
Yeah, it's great. Wants to be a Valkyrie one day. She deserves to be. Of course, I told her all about the Valkyries we faced, but I'm not sure how much she believes me. It didn't go great when I tried to tell her stories about her grandfather, though.
Anyone can have a blind spot when it comes to family. Some only learn the truth in the hardest way.
Travel to Vanaheim.
Great. You gonna check in on Freya?
Yes.
Glad I get to come this time. So what happened the last time you were in Vanaheim? I don't know how you got Freya to stop down the food.
We traveled to her village to break Odin's spell. Once freed, she accepted I was not her enemy.
You also missed a highly entertaining moment where Brock was lifted ass over face in Freyr's camp.
Isn't that Freya? What's he like?
Different from his sister. Lacks her conviction.
True. And he's a bit quicker to forgive.
And an ineffective leader.
But his heart's in the right place. You'll like him, lad.
beautiful. And, wet.
It is also dangerous.
More dangerous than hell?
Freya's camp is to the right.
No rush, is there? Not every day the lad gets to see a new realm. To Freya's camp, then. Time to see how the Vanir have fared in our absence.
I hope Freya's okay.
She can care for herself.
Still checking on her, though?
Her brother's forces are outnumbered. And there is...
Reminds me of a Vanaheim song I heard long ago.
No one here. Where is everyone?
Stay alert.
I don't like this, brother.
Kratos, Atreus, a welcome reunion. Unexpected, but welcome.
You know us?
Can't be. Is that who I think? Oh, you shifty bastard. It's almost good to see you again. And for once in the shape of a man, or nearly.
So that's how they got your head out of your ass. Maybe now you'll stop being such a half-blind, piss-drunk, oversexed liar. He was more of a pig than I ever was.
I do not know you.
Do you not recognize your handiwork?
Hildisvini! Remember when we first met Freya in the woods? After I... Oh. I am so sorry about that.
Freya's poor.
Her advisor. And friend. Counselor to the Vanir. And yes, while exiled at Midgard, I was trapped in my boar form. And then you shot me.
At my command.
No. My arrow, my mistake.
Forgotten. Vanaheim needs our help more than ever. Even Mimir's. Come. Just watch where you aim that bow of yours. My hide's not so thick in this form. We can head out whenever you're ready.
Where are we going?
I have a favor to ask. I'll explain on the way.
Where's Freya? She came here to help her brother.
She leads the search party for Freyr and Bigvir. They've been captured by the Einherjar.
How'd that happen?
An ambush. The presence has intensified since your last visit. To make matters worse, the Celestial Wolves haven't been seen in days. Or at least I assume. Tracking time. This guy.
Just like in their shrine.
Their shrine.
It's a long story. You want us to check on them?
You have my gratitude. We're spread thin. And if anyone can help Skoll and Hati, he'd be a fellow giant.
Very well.
We don't disappoint. Continue down this path and you'll find they're dead. Good luck. And don't shoot any boars.
You think he's really forgiven me for shooting him?
Trust me, lad. If the old swine still carried a grudge, you'd know it.
What happened between you two?
The usual. Miscommunication, conflicting loyalties, broken promises. Nothing to concern yourself with.
I'm not just curious.
Curiosity's all well and good. But so is privacy, eh?
Okay. Point taken.
Mater mine her! Beat your oxen!
Replicating!
There! That did it! Anaheim looks and seems so different from the other realms. It's warm, like Svartalfheim, but there's a kind of thickness in the air.
Egros.
What?
Egros. Greek.
Gross. I like it. It's gonna blow! Going for more loot, huh? I saw a forge back at Freyr's camp. Has Brock been helping them out this whole time?
Ah, you haven't met Lunda yet.
Who's Lunda?
An old contemporary of the Hulder brothers. She serves as Freyr's blacksmith, keeping his team armed and outfitted.
Whoa, another legendary blacksmith? I bet she has some good stories.
Take caution, Atreus.
What? Why?
She is quite... friendly.
Oh, nonsense. The lad's far too young for her taste.
What?
You know, lad, this excursion into Vanaheim means you've now visited each of the 9 realms.
Huh. Guess you're right.
Not many mortals can claim such a feat. Not many gods either. Even your father has yet to grace the halls of Asgard.
I'm in no hurry to do so.
Hildisvini said Freyr and Bigvir were captured. Who's Bigvir?
He's a light elf, a former scholar exiled from Alfheim with his wife Bela. She may be their best warrior.
Why was he exiled?
I've asked him for the full tale, but I take it that he and Bela's quest to unite their people was frowned upon.
Wait, Bela's a dark elf?
Yes.
Wow. Well, the face is even more questionable. He's okay. once told us Ragnarok begins when Skull and Hachi catch the sun and moon, right?
I said it was foretold, lad. Prophecy. Which after our time with the Norns, we've all had quite enough of.
But Odin still believes. That's gotta be why the Einherjar stole the moon. He's still trying to avoid Ragnarok.
Or he prepares for it. Fights a proxy war in this realm to distract his enemies.
Yeah. Or that, I guess. I can sense them up there. It's gotta be their den.
Excited to meet Skull and Hattie, lad?
I mean, I've heard all your stories. It's gonna be weird meeting them in person.
Legend meeting reality. At the very least, it shouldn't fail to entertain.
Hello? I think they're sleeping.
Well, there you have it. The legendary celestial wolves. Supremely entertaining, as promised.
Remember their shrine? They didn't rejoin the sky until after the moon returned.
And then chased an arrow across the sky.
Right. Well, guess we go find the moon and put it back where it belongs, eh? As if that's a perfectly normal thing to say.
The Einherjar played a part according to Skull and Hati's shrine.
Managed to stuff the moon inside a box, if memory serves.
But it didn't say where they took the box.
Aye, that's the rub of using prophecy as a map, isn't it? Let's sparse on the details.
There's a war camp in the nearby village. Strong fortress to guard their bounty. We will try there first.
Besides Hildefini and the elves, who else is part of Freyr's army?
Not much army, really. Although Beerger was a soldier, once walking the path of a traveler. I imagine he's handy with that enormous broken sword of his.
A traveler that doesn't want to go. That's nice. Use the shield strike!
Careful, brother! You're covered in bipod!
Let it toss Did you see that? I didn't know they could do that.
A new enemy.
Stay alert. Yeah?
Correct.
There she is again. Guess they know we're coming. I can't believe no one's here.
They hide.
The Vanir aren't all hardened warriors like our dear Freya. Those who survive the warfare find it easier to hide in the jungle and use nature as their shield.
This wall. When I bring it down, we strike.
Yep.
Empty.
Where'd they all go? Definitely an ambush.
Yes.
Oh.
Here's hoping that puts a dent in Odin's forces, at least for the time being.
I don't think Asgard's running out of soldiers anytime soon. Ready to put the moon back where it belongs? Okay, yeah. That is a weird thing to say. Hey! Hurry! She's getting away! Come on! Double ambush? Okay, didn't see that coming. Alka! There! He's going up the waterfall! Still up there. Another ambush? Really?
Third time's the charm.
They are not smart.
Aye, and there's that.
You know, what we're doing right now, all of this, it's almost exactly how we saw it play out back in Skull and Hunt. The wolves are back in Vanaheim. We're rescuing the moon.
Yes, prophecy will not dictate our actions.
Yeah.
Our allies need help. That is our focus now.
Whoa! What is that?
A wyvern! Nasty beast! Be careful, lad!
It's cold. Is this? It's from Helheim. Heimdall must have grabbed this while I freed Garm. I was there, but I didn't know.
And now you fight to undo the damage. Your guilt is misplaced.
Yeah. No, you're right.
We can return to the den through here. They will pursue. Keep your guard up.
Father, how are you so sure we even have a choice about what we're doing?
Doubt is a weakness we cannot afford.
Who said anything about doubt? So far, we've done everything the Giants said we would.
We make our own choices. Nothing forces us.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
But what if, by doing all this, what if we're walking straight into Ragnarok? Isn't there any way to avoid fate? Your fate? What if we can't stop you from...
Would you turn your back on the wolves? On this realm? Remember our agreement.
Here goes nothing. Just like inside their shrine. If I do this...
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary. Not because it is written.
Elsa!
Good choice, lad.
They have a gift for us. A way to call them anytime we need them.